Hey up, I'm Phil and welcome back to another episode of RimWorld. Let's get started, shall we? Now I have to say this is going to be a bit of a buggy episode. Not so much the game, but with the bugs. Once again, our lovely old bug friends have paid us a visit and we'll have to deal with them. It's always in the worst of locations, right where we don't want them to be. So, this is how we're going to start things off. We're going to grab everyone, which I said everyone, there we go. Excluding Toxo. Toxo, of course, can't fight, and we'll be placing them along the back. That's interesting. Oh wait, sorry, I've got to recruit everyone. Try it again. There we go. So we'll place them along the back here, and then we'll sort of just work out the right ordering for people. Now, there is the idea that we could put them in this room, but I feel that it's too claustrophobic, and it's going to be very hard to maneuver around in. And it may actually help the bugs more than it helps us, which I want to try and avoid. So what we're going to do, everyone's going to be ordered up here, and we'll start working out our avenue of attack. Well, our avenue is, of course, straight down, but just how we want to attack them. So everyone, come on, shift around here. Spin it up to a 3. We've still got time. They're not going to escape quite yet. Okay, and that's everyone. So slow it down to a 1 and pause. So what are we going to do? Well, I think what we'll be doing is setting our range people just along the front here, and then we'll pull them back when our melee people need to come in and defend everyone. So on the left and right side in the little nooks here, we are going to put Stephen and Fu, who both have charge rifles, like so, and then our other range people. Oh, wait a second. Squid sword and minigun. Oh, do I want to keep it around? The issue with the minigun is we have a possibility that we shoot someone in the back, and I'm not really too keen on that. I'd admit that quite heavily there. I wonder, how is your characteristics in melee? It's not very good. Now, I've been talking quite a lot about getting more shooters, but you know, when shooters shoot someone in the back, your own columnist, and they get a brain injury, or they, something bad goes wrong, it's not in general pleasant. So no, actually, I'll just keep you. I'll put you just directly on the front lines, just so you're out of you're not in view of any of the other colonists. Hopefully no one else shoots from the back. There's a possibility though, given that we do have the second line of range people. We'll just have to see how things go, and I will order our melee as just out on the line, which means I can just grab them and pull them in when I need to. Okie dokie. I think we're ready. I'm not really too keen on this, but we'll just do what we can. We need to get rid of them sooner rather than later. So with that, I'm going to grab orange and I'm going to place them in the doorway, and I'm also going to hold the doorway open just to encourage the bugs to come on out and say hi. So come on out, say hi, open the door up, and oh, time to run, or definitely time to run. Run, and you can make it, orange. I believe you can. Yep, and with that shield you should be able to soak up a few hits. Not as many as I would have hoped, but there we go. And so we're into melee already. That was a little early. Grab all of our melee people and we'll get them over. Whoops, that's still not quite over. And melee. I think we should be good. Awesome. Now pull our melee people back and we should be able to start firing once more. Oh, maybe not. So who took the injuries there? But the looks of it, Fu. Okay, everyone else seems to be fine. Excellent. That's still good to see. And we didn't get as many hits off as we would have liked. Oh, wait a second. Squid just unloaded a volley of guns, a volley of bullets into that mega spider. Wow, that went really well. Oh, and I think we might want to get our melee people in once more. Should be interesting. There's one thing I would like. In Age of Mythology, I think it was Age of Mythology. I believe it was only in Age of Mythology you could actually hot group a selection of people. So if you had sort of several groups of militia, you could select everyone, form into one big army, then split them as you started to get closer to wherever you wanted to get to. And I must say that being able to split or at least flag different groups. So for example, right now I only want to be selecting our melee people to bring them to the front line, then pull them back when our range people need to be in place. The thing is, if I unselect right now, I'll lose whoever I've got right now, which is going to be a little difficult. I should really look to see if there's a mod or something for that. Oh, there we go. We've dealt with those spiders as well. Oh, Toxo, not a great time to move. I'm just going to tuck you in the corner, and I have just lost our range people. Yes, our melee people, which is what I was talking about. So it's you, and you. Okay, start firing away, please. Yep, I think it is time once again to grab our melee people and just get the last bug. No, we don't need to. Oh, whoops, I've just selected them again. So Trado up there, Orange up there, I believe that was Ed, and Bat. There we go. Oh, Ed and Crocodile. I thought I grabbed you two. Crocodile, you have a melee weapon, so you meant to be up top. And Ed, you're also melee, so why didn't you go up that way? Yeah, there we go. That should do the job. We've only got a couple more bugs to deal with. I think we should be able to deal with it. And bam. Freckles, are you going to help us out with this cephalopod? Or cephalopede, sorry? And there we go. Now, I would love it, Freckles, if you walk on butt, because you've taken a couple of gunshot wounds, which is what I'd love to have tried to avoid. Now, I do suspect that's because when it comes to your restrictions, your master is Toxo, and I have recruited you, hence the reason why Freckles is starting to walk over here. So, Toxo, we'll just quickly pull you out now while we can. So come over here, and Freckles just start following you. Awesome, unrecruit, you go about your day. Now, we've only got one spider left, one bug left. So this has gone really well. Now, we have taken, of course, just a couple of cuts, but overall, no deaths and no major injuries. And, wow, that was quite a shot, whoever fired that one. I'll have to look at the replay for that. Okie dokie, there we are, we're done. I am really happy with this. Now, I will actually just re-grab some of my melee people, because we do want to finish off these hives in, a relatively fast fashion, just so they don't spawn any more bugs. There we go. So we've got a few things to deal with, a few areas to clean up, and obviously a few walls to patch up. Nothing too much to worry about. So, Bat and Crocodile, you can attack the left hive, and Ed and Trader, you can melee attack the right hive. This shouldn't take too long. Trader, are you going to get down here or not? Or are you just going to stand there looking awkward? Guess you're just going to stand there looking awkward. Well, yeah, time to speed things up, and these hives should be dealt with in pretty fast. Oh, there we go. They've disappeared before my eyes. Didn't even get time to sort of squint just to see the screen. Hey, there we go. Let them go about the day. Unforbid the items. People get around to the cleaning. Obviously keep the door closed now. And what else do we need to do? Oh, that's right. Patch up the wall. And then we're right as rain, pretty much. Excellent. Well, I'm really glad how well that went. Nice and easy. Not too many problems. So I think since it is night time, well, technically still early hours, I'll let people sleep, do a few jobs, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Now, I have a sneaky suspicion still that we're running out of power. I can't believe it. We're still running out of power, despite everything we've done. I could probably be checking the numbers a little closely and, checking the numbers and just calculating it, but that's not always fun to do. So what could we do to fix up the power issue again? I suspect the easiest thing for me to do is just more solar panels and maybe a few more turbines. I'll have to consider. I'll give it a bit of thought, and it'll probably just be dumping it into this area here, because that's the best space we've got available right now. Secondly, I've started the game now. I would have preferred just for people to just wake up before we did anything, but lo and behold, what's this? An Arctic fox hunting the cephalopede, which actually isn't too bad a choice, as long as it's not one of our colonists. So, Foo, I will actually pull you onto the front lines, and I wonder, Crocodile, Toxo, you can't fight, Baringa, who else can we grab? Just because I want to get rid of the fox. He's wandering into our base, and we know how dangerous they can be. So let's pull him down. Crocodile, we'll get you to... I guess you have to melee attack because you've got a melee weapon, and Foo, you got a ranged weapon. Can we get you to fire just standing there or not? And Bringer, we'll get you to melee, despite you having a shotgun, which would probably be better off if you just fired. Just don't shoot at colonists. Oh, like that. That could have been bad. The idea as well, Bringer, is to hit the animal. Okay, there we go. We've dealt with the fox, and it's going to give us a bit of meat, a bit more cloth to work with. It's not cloth. You don't get cloth from animals, but you do get leathers from animals. So there we go. Someone will get around to dealing with it eventually. Actually, I might be hunted just so it gets done. There we go. Bringer's dealt with it. Awesome. And did we get around to putting a core in here? We did. Hopefully we haven't lost too many bodies. Actually, that's the thing I can check. By the looks of things... What's this one? That's just another human. bat. Oh, that's a different bat. I got confused there. Oh, thought it was one of our colonists. I'm like, bat's not dead. Bat is still with us. I'm very sure of that. And, yep, there they are. Anyhow, I think we have lost a few body parts. Okay, so I should have actually lowered this right down to negative values. I probably had this call around for a while now, just, haven't spotted it as a job that needed to be done. So we'll just watch the temperatures for a second, and yeah, it's already in negatives. So it keeps these bodies around until someone gets around to doing a bit of butchering. And obviously the cooking as well. I think we aren't keeping up with enough cooking, because I can see that we're only at 40 meals. I think we're meant to get to 50. Oh no, we are only keeping 40 simple meals and 20 fine meals, which, do take their time to make. We have 13 in stock, which is enough to keep us going. Okay. Next thing we need to do, and I probably should have done this a little earlier, is just check everyone's health, make sure they're not bleeding out, because we did have that fight before. And, as I was saying, it should have been the first thing I checked after the fight, to make sure people don't go dying on us. But no, it looks like we're fine. So we'll just jump ahead, maybe just an extra day, just so they get some of the menial tasks done, and we can go probably back to a bit of construction work, I think. Yep, a bit of construction work for our electricity needs. So once again, I'll see you guys in just a second. So if you're watching the time lapse just before, you would have noticed that the power usage, we're only just breaking even. It seems like just by the morning we will run out of power, that's actually better than I thought it was. So I think what we can do is pop up to the top here. We actually do have a little bit of a gap, which we can fill with a few solar panels. So let's see how many could be fit. And we can't put any of them in the marsh area, so that does make things a little difficult to deal with. I think we'll leave an access gap just so we can access the top solar panel. I think our colonists can still walk on top, but just in terms of design, I think that's what we can do. And that would be right. We can't fit in one extra solar panel because of this area. Okay, I think we're actually going to get around to setting it up. Setting up this moisture pump, which also uses a lot of power. I wonder, does it tell us how much power it uses? Beauty, cover effectiveness, no it doesn't. I believe it does use a lot of power. So we'll probably just place it maybe just right on the edge, on the first few days of it working. It should just be able to remove that corner and be able to build the second solar panel. And then probably remove it, because we can't really build anything else in this corner, I don't think. Let's see. No. I guess we could expand it to actually just finish off the corner appropriately. And that still actually doesn't give us space for 3. I wonder if we moved it over by 1. Oops, let's say here to here to... Oh no, moving it across by 1 would actually do the trick. Actually, wait a second, don't finish it. Let's not build the access tunnel after all. There we have, that does give us the access, now that gives us room for those two. Maybe we'll cancel the moisture pump, because we want to shift it over by, let's say just by one block. That should work out much better. Cool. So in case the back solar generator here falls apart or breaks down, someone should be able to walk over, I'm hoping. Okay, now we need to take a look at all these cargo pods which have come in the last few days. So what have we got this time? Well, we have not the slag chunks, please. We've got 9 units of plastil. Just double check to make sure there wasn't any more. That's a bush. Plastil. Yeah, okay, maybe it was just 9 units after all. Oh, that's not bad. I think it sort of makes up for some of the use in the walls over here. But I spotted something even better just then. Oh, hello. We've got some gold ore. Huzzah! Maybe we might be able to build part of a gold room after all. Maybe. I don't know. It's a possibility now. Didn't think we actually had gold on this map. So we'll actually mark it to be mined out. I don't know how big this area is, so I'm hoping there is actually a little bit of gold, a fairly large amount of gold kicking around. So I can't complain there. Okay, so Sad Wander, we know about that. That was last night. And then cargo pods. What's the second set of cargo pods given us? Yayo. Okay. I guess we can't say no to free drugs. That sounds really, really bad when you say that out loud. Oh well. I'll just deal with the last set of events, which is just a cold snap, which is fine because all of our growing areas are inside and managed. That's interesting. What's going on? How are we out of power? We made enough power last night. Oh, that doesn't look good. And I suspect that these growing areas may start to cool down relatively fast. As long as they're above 0, I think we're fine for the night, which seems to be the case. So I think I'll keep an eye on them, but once again we'll wait until morning before we get our work done. I spy with my little eye something beginning with T, and what be that? Thrombos, of course. We got some rare thrombos pretty much, what was it, pretty end of the day, end of yesterday? Now I actually want to hunt it, finally, for once we're going to get around to attacking them. Because we want their horn. We are the game hunters of RimWorld. We are tribal people, of course. So we must use every opportunity to grab what we can. So I'm going to let people do a little bit more work, I think. Because we've got a bit of chopping, rice harvesting. I'll spit it out there for you. Also chatting to Julie, who probably has a very low chance of being recruited. But it's still worth the chance. 0.5%. Hey, that's not too bad. I was expecting worse, like a 0.3 or a 0.2. So what does that mean? I think you're still in a bit of a bad mood because of the alcohol addiction withdrawals. Yep, that does cost a -25. Interestingly enough, you ate without a table recently. How bizarre. Okay, and space, you're right next to a wall, so you obviously don't get that the positive debuff. The room is nice and pretty, which is really good to see. Comfort is also pretty, pretty average. So I wonder, it's just a normal quality double bed. Okay, now I think what we can actually do is I will start to build this another room and grab one of our best constructors to do it, but I'd like, when I click on the right tab, thank you, a royal bed. I think that would be awesome. It would be our first royal bed, and it will use some of the gold that we have lying around the place. Yep, the 98 units. Actually, how much was it for a golden wall? So a wall of gold costs 100. Okay, that just gives me an idea how much we're using in for our different items. Right, so I was going to grab everyone, and we're going to try and attack these thrombos. Yeah, and grab everyone. Okay, I just have to bring out manually. Recruit, and let's get them over here and see how this turns out. Now, I think we want to attack them from above, just so we can sort of kite them to our traps if they decide to attack us. And the great thing is they won't get angered by us just standing around with weapons. Really, really cool. So, oops, and right, that was a bit of a bad timing, Crocodile. You've gone on a bit of a binge. Fair enough, I'll let you do what you need to do. And let's actually get people ordered up now. So our melee people are really just there to keep us safe in case something goes wrong. But it's really the range people that will be the people that we want to be using during this attack. So I'm thinking we line it up how we've had it before. That being our melee people behind and our ranged people in the front line. That's not standard practice. You normally put your ranged people behind your melee people, but it just stops anyone being shot in the back for the time being. So, with that, let's just check the range of some of these weapons. Okay, yeah, we need to be a lot closer, even for the pulse rifle. What about the minigun over here? Minigun has a further range than the pulse rifle. Interesting. Okay, and I guess you can just bring up the behind with the defenses. Cool. So, with the minigun, I think we might as well... actually, we'll bring everyone just... an extra, what's that? I have to do this manually, won't I? Just an extra 2 blocks. That just puts everyone, the pulse rifles, just within range, I believe. Nearly within range. Okay, that's fine. And then our melee is, we can come also up another 2 blocks, which... keep in formation, guys. There we go. That was kind of cool, just seeing them all march across like that. Okay, minigun, you guys can hopefully just attack one. Or hopefully we just, you can attack one thrombo. So we only angle one of them, not both of them, otherwise it could be a bit of an issue for us. And I will actually flip the switch on. It should help us out. So where is Toxo, by the way? A bit of distance away, but no, you do actually need to flick the power switch kind of now. And there we go, we're attacking. And that is a Thrombo Revenge. So how many Thrombos are angered at us? Oh, both of them are wanting to attack Stephen. Right. Yep, that's what I want to see, and I think I'll get some people to run very soon. Yep, okay, time to run, guys. Definitely time to run. Actually, I just gotta grab everyone. Run, 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 and Sparkles, Sparkles. Oh, what are you doing? Sparkles, move. Oh, that was incredibly close. Oh, Fu has decided to take a few hits. This may be the last day for Fu. Okay, well we can't have this now. This isn't turning out too well, is it now? Trader, can we get a few of our meleeers down? I don't know what else we can do now. And Sparkles, I'm gonna blame you, Sparkles. You didn't move fast enough. Oh wow. Okay. Darn it. Fu's dead. I've died. Why? Why, cruel world? Why? Oh, I wasn't expecting a one-hit kill. Oh, well, I think we best run straight away. Okay, keep him running, guys. Now, Fu has been a bit of a useless character. I am now talking ill of the dead, which is kind of bad of me. Actually, you did actually have a really good shooting skill. Darn it, Grey Fu Gnu. What are we gonna do? Well, obviously bury you. There's not much more we can do, and hopefully Trado and the rest of the guys can get back inside. Don't suspect we will. Trado, if you die on me, I will nearly reset the game. Okay, as long as you ignore them, I'm fine with that. Wow, these Trompos really don't play nice. Well, we are trying to kill them, so that's, you know, fair enough. Oh, and what's up with this turret over here? It should have power, shouldn't it? Let's actually just reconnect. Interesting choice, but at least you have range now, and yep. I think we're fine. A few of these turrets should go off. It would really help out. And I was hoping for more of these traps to go off, and they didn't. Yikes. I'm kind of regretting this. You know what? I'm going to save Scum. This hasn't gone very well. I have no interest in having everyone die, because that's what's going to happen. So you can just wait a second, and I'll be back. Okay, so that hasn't put us back too far, so I don't feel like I've cheated too badly. I have saved Scum, and this time I've actually done it in game in video. Normally I do it before the video and pretend that everything's gone perfectly. That was pretty much the first season of RimWorld. Okay, well everyone is sleeping, so we'll do a jump once more, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so there's a couple of things in this morning of the past that we need to work on. Because technically this has already happened in game. So we have some cargo pods to deal with, which is a bit of yayo, which we can mark again, and obviously, oh, it's herbal medicine this time. Well, I can't say no to herbal medicine. We always need medicine around the place, because we go through it very fast, which kind of wish we didn't. I kind of wish they would just, you know, if we're running out of medicine, just use it for really important wounds. And an eclipse, which is keeping things nice and dark for the time being. So let's things speed on, and check everyone's restriction, which is fine. Awesome. So people should be continuing to do work, and yeah, well, we're looking fine. Okay, so we need to just consider how Julie's going, and if we can do anything to improve our relations with her. Because she's going to take a while to be recruited. 0.5% chance is not high at all, and it doesn't help because of the alcohol withdrawal. Now she's eaten without a table, which is a trait which should go away. She does have a proper table to eat on, but I think the only other thing that we can really do to help improve her moods is see if there's any statues or maybe anything nice to place in there. I don't think an awful quality statue with -4 beauty is what we're going to be using. No, and a lot of the statue and art production hasn't been happening because, well, we don't really have any artists or any people that we want to be putting to art, just because there's always so many jobs to get done in this colony, so many bits of flooring to get done. So no, I think we're just going to go with a simple option, and that's not a gold wall. Definitely not a gold wall. Where is it? It's under the furniture, and we're doing a pot plant. Oops. A wooden pot plant or a steel pot plant? Yeah, I'm assuming there's some beauty difference, if you even see the beauty here. Which doesn't seem to be the case, so no, we're just going to go with a wooden pot plant. Place 2 of them just in the corner of the room. hopefully that doesn't affect how claustrophobic it may feel. Well, let's see, and we're planting daylilies, which is perfectly fine. Yeah. So that's obviously a planting job. Someone should get around to it sometime soon. Whew. Okay. Now I feel like I should handicap myself, given that we did save Scum just a little earlier on. So what could we do to handicap ourselves? Get rid of something? Destroy something? I mean, I guess technically we still are a little handicapped with just the batteries. We're not storing enough power regardless of how many solar panels and whatnot we have around. And I do suspect that the moisture pump isn't helping. 150 watts, that's... Okay, I need to do a comparison, because I always forget how much 150 watts is compared to other items. Turret says 350 watts, a standing lamp is 75 watts, so it's pretty much 2 standing lamps. Pretty much, rule of thumb. And what about the auto door? Auto door is 50, so 3 auto doors. Okay, so no, the moisture pump barely uses anything then. Ooh, okay. Now I don't suspect we'll ever get around to getting or removing a lot of this area, but maybe it's worth just putting a moisture pump just out here, because we do have the there is a place right where we can put it. So we have a moisture pump, and that could get rid of quite a lot of the these patches. I don't suspect we'll ever get around. Actually, no, we're not doing that. That's going to take forever. We could be here for not hundreds of episodes, but just too many episodes, and I don't suspect that I want to speed through all of that. Huh. And what's up with this? Colonists are idle? This is weird. I suspect that everyone has work to get done. There are still jobs to be done down here, so there should still be someone working at the stonecutter's table. So let's see, we have 7 colonists idle. Foo, Sparkles, Orange, Stephen, Bat, Squid, and Bringer. So let's just take a look at some of these people. So Foo, you don't have crafting enabled. Interesting. Maybe I'll just put that onto a 4 for you, just so you get some stone cutting done. So that's step 1. Step 2. Wait a second. That's probably why you won't get stone crafting done. I know why. Sparkles and Orange. We'll take a look at you two now. Sparkles, you have got crafting enabled. Okay, yeah, I got an idea why this is happening. Actually, I wonder. You do have some passion for arting. Maybe I will pop you on for 4 on art, just so you actually do some of it. Yep, I suspect that you should get around to it sometime soon. Sometime soon, anytime soon would be nice. We'll just double check that was Sparkles I set up over here. What are you doing? You are wandering around because... why? I wonder, the art threshold. Now where is our table? Our wooden sculptor's table is limited to 7 sculptures, which I suspect is actually just based on ones we have in the world around us and also in our stockpile, which is... oh wait a second, how many? So that's 4 over there. That is 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so it's based on the number of sculptures in game currently. Well, we can certainly make that a little higher, I think. Let's put it up to 20, because we can also sell a lot of the other sketches. So then Sparkle should be getting over here now. Hey, we're finally making statues again. There we go. Really good to see, but I think we're going to leave it here for this episode. I might consider what I can do to sort of handicap myself, given that I did save Scum. Because I want to make sure this is a challenge, but I don't want really stupid things to be happening to our colonists all the time. So if you have anything to say, feel free to leave it in the comments below. But as I've said in the past, and will say in the future, I'll see you around sometime.